Hey guys, all right, so I want to quickly go over some variation functions. And first we want to look at our notes. So we have four different variations. We have direct variation. Okay, this is where we are multiplying. Okay, so y equals k times x. Direct variation, they either both go up or they both go down. So I want you to think about a line, okay, a slope. Okay, goes up or it goes down. They go together. It's also called direct proportion. Inverse variation, they go in opposite directions, okay? So they undo each other. So y equals k over x. Joint variation is when we're multiplying three variables, and combined is both of them happening at once. So the s is a direct variation, and t is an inverse because t is being divided. What I want you guys to realize is for all of them, we have y equals k, y equals k, y equals k. We could put a y here, y equals k. Okay, so the k is always there. And we have three steps to find or to solve these variations and create a new function. Okay, our step one is always find k. Always step one, find k. Step two, rewrite the function. And then three, if they ask, you could graph it. All right, so I have two different examples here. The left side, we are going to do a direct variation, okay? So right here, varies directly. Those are my keywords that I'm going to see, and I'm going to choose this formula, y equals k times x, varies directly. And they told me y is 27 when x is 6. Okay, so we're just going to plug those in. Okay, our first step is to find k, so I'm going to divide, and you get k equals 4.5. Found my k. Second step, rewrite the function. So I'm going to use my original equation, but I'm going to replace k with the 4.5 I just found. So that's our step two. Now, I want you to think about 4.5 as the rate of change, okay? So now I'm able to answer any question you may have. You may say, hey, what happens when x is 10? Or what happens when y is 20? I can answer any question now because I know that the 4.5 is the rate of change and it won't change, okay? So now to graph it, all you have to do is an XY chart. Now with direct variation, these are lines, okay? It's a linear function. So you really only need 2 points. So let's try 0 and 1. What you're doing is you are plugging that in as your x. Okay, 4.5 times 0, 0. 4.5 times 1, 1. So if I were to draw my little coordinate plane here, okay, at 0, 0 I have a point, and at 1, 1 I have a point. Draw your line, put arrows on the end, we're all done. So we found k, we rewrote our function, and then we just use an XY chart to plug in any numbers that you want. You just need 2 points, okay? All right, on this side, okay, it's a little different. This one varies inversely. So we're looking for our key words. So varies inversely, and you can use your notes, okay? So varies directly, we use that one. Varies inversely, we're going to use k over x. So y equals k over x. And they tell me my y is 2 and my x is 7. Okay? So now if I'm solving for k, I have to multiply both sides by 7. Those cancel and I get 14. I'm going to rewrite my formula with k as a number, the number that I found. And so now I can do my XY chart. Now, there is a difference with inverse variations, okay? So if I were to choose 1, 2, and 3, okay, I need to do the opposite sign. So I'm going to have to do a -1, a -2, and a -3 as well, because I'll graph it in a moment and you will see an inverse graph has 2 pieces. So again, all you're doing is plugging it in, 14 divided by 1, 14 divided by 2, 14 divided by 3, this is 14 divided by -1, 14 divided by -2, this is 14 divided by -3. Okay, so this is going to be 14 divided by 1 is 14, 7, this is 4 2/3. 14 divided by -1 is -14, -7, -4 2/3. Okay, so when we go to graph this, let's see what this is going to look like. Okay, my x values have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on both sides. And my y's have to go up and down to 14. So I'm just going to do 5, 10, 15. -5, -10, -15. All right, so at 1, I'm at 14. At 2, I'm at 7. At 3, I'm at 4. Okay, so this one is going to look like this. And on -1, I'm at -14. Here. At -2, I'm at -7. And at -3, I'm at -4. So with inverse graphs, we're always going to have 2 parts of our graph. Direct variation, they're going to be lines, so you only need 2 points. Now you guys can choose any x values that you want, but just know that you need to do the same values of the opposite sign so that you actually get both sides of your graph for your inverse function. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Thank you.